Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, not too often we could ever say we spoke with a national champion, but East Stroudsburg University Field Hockey, they are indeed national champs. Joining us is veteran coach Sandy Miller right now. Well, Coach, hey, congratulations. You're a national champion.
Thanks, John. It feels really good. Just a great team effort. So proud of our young ladies. It was a tough one.
A battle right to the end, and the way you won. Talk about the nerves, because it never gets old, I'm sure, those nerves.
Oh, yeah. I had some more gray hairs, coming from today's contest, but we knew they'd be good coming in. I watched a lot of the preview, the game before our game, and then obviously we had it on tape. We got the thumb drive or whatever, and we, as a coaching staff, watched it. So we knew they were good. They were very athletic, tough defense in the circle, pretty good goalie, and we knew we'd have our hands full. Just thought we'd be able to get them in regulation, just from the way we've been playing. Obviously we dominated. I think shots were 28 to 10, something like that. And corners were like 18 to 10. We set some records with all that stuff, but we got them in the overtime. We were playing down a man. One of my kids stepped to the ball. I didn't see anything, but they gave her 2-minute green card, so we were down a man and held on to it, kept possession, and Allie got a nice pass from, I think it was Becca Snyder. She was in the circle, and the Merrimack kid took her out. If not, Allie was definitely going to score on that. She's so tough in the circle. But Allie usually goes high right, but she went low left on the stroke, and that was all she wrote. So, yeah, it was a nerve-wracking game. But it was a really well NCAA final game. It's kind of what you want to see. I guess the fans want to see, not necessarily the coaches, but it was outstanding.
Your description gives you goosebumps to just describe those heroics and how it went down. And you and I spoke on the radio on Saturday saying, boy, Allie has been kind of the goal scorer, but some other girls have kind of stepped up. But nice to see some local girls doing pretty darn good as well, and she's right from the Poconos.
Right, yeah, Bangor, East Stroudsburg South, East Stroudsburg North, Pocono Mountain East. We got a lot of locals. We're excited about that. Then we go down to, Whitehall and William Allen. We love it. We got a kid from Zimbabwe. That's our furthest kid. South Africa, but we got a lot of locals, and everyone's playing pretty well or has played well. We're, for sure.
How about the celebration with the ladies and, of course, the short bus ride from Bloomsburg University? I'm sure that was probably your most memorable bus ride ever.
Oh, yeah. It was outstanding. And then when we got back to campus, there were some fire trucks that met us and took us through the middle of campus. And then we met quite a few fans and some of our dignitaries, president and public relations people, and got some pictures. So it was a pretty cool event for us. What happened with the NCAA, just a well-run event, T-shirts, hats, young ladies get trophies that are a small replica of the big trophy. We get watches, jackets. You don't play, it's nice to have that stuff. You play for the big trophy and the memories and all that stuff, but our young ladies were in, I don't know if I told you, they were in the elementary school, Central Columbia, with fourth graders doing community service. So the whole event was just a wonderful experience for our young ladies, and then the ultimate is bringing home the gold for East Stroudsburg University.
And your president is pretty supportive and into social media a little bit, that's for sure, and she kind of gets out there and really supports all the athletic teams.
Oh, yeah, we love Dr. Wells. She really supports us, and she said, hey, Sandy, it's so close, I got to be here, and we were excited to have her and our AD and a lot of the professors. And, our side of the bleachers, that we were packed. We have some true Warrior fans, and they've just supported us throughout the season, especially the PSAC and NCAA. So it was just great having everyone out there.
You reflect back to all those sports that you've coached at East Stroudsburg University and spanning the decades. You're a veteran coach. Talk about, for you, what it means to be a Warrior and the whole community campus there of East Stroudsburg University.
Yeah. Hey, anytime you win an NCAA championship, it just brings the community together. After the game, I have all these text messages. My assistants do. It has a way of bringing people together. Our women's soccer team had just lost in the NCAA. I'm not sure what round it was. The president calls them and wishes, says, hey, tough one. You had a great season. And, the coach just stops the conversation and said, hey, how about our women's field hockey team? We've had so much support from our track teams and baseball, basketball. They've all been supporting us, football guys, and it's awesome. Championships with our men's basketball just has a way of bringing the community together. So you're very, very right on that, and we feel very fortunate to have so much support from our community, fans, family, all the gamut. It's awesome.
Sandy, and coaching all the teams you have at East Stroudsburg University over the years, tell us about what was different about this team to win a national championship.
Well, they just weren't going to be denied, and I tell you what, they bought into what we talked about as a coaching staff. We have a really deep team. We're all about playing great defense. They just felt like they were on a mission. They had something to prove. They weren't going to be denied. Boy, Merrimack had we probably had 4 really good opportunities where the ball was on the end line or pretty close. Merrimack had 1 good opportunity. Obviously they had some corners and different things. So, the players had each other's backs. They weren't being denied. And, offense wins games, defense wins championships. And our defense was outstanding this year, from our forwards all the way back to our goalkeeper. We just got it done defensively.
Sandy, over the years, talk a little about, everybody has goals, and I'm sure personally you may have some goals. Hey, you just want to affect student athletes, become their best, do their best, whatever your goals are. But in the back of your mind, did you have anything that's saying, hey, I'd love to really take a team and win a national title? Tell us a little about, personally, the things that drive you as a coach.
Well, I really, you said, I want to see these young ladies mature, from when they're freshmen to when they're seniors. Just see them mature and become great young ladies, and they're great people coming in. But the leadership and teamwork and camaraderie and all that stuff is just super. So you really like to see that. As a team, we set tons of goals. Our last goal was to fly to Bloom on a bus. Now, we didn't know where nationals were when we had set that goal, so we wanted to fly somewhere. So we, changed it to fly to Bloom on a bus. So that was a huge goal of ours. We wanted to win the PSAC championship. We wanted to be at the NCAAs and win that. We probably had like 20 goals and, another 30 or so expectations, things that we wanted to do every day at practice. The ultimate goal was the NCAA championship, and very fortunate to get that. But, boy, we worked hard as a team, all 30 of the players on the team, and our 4 coaches and our athletic trainers. I mean, we're a team. Our exercise science guys. We work hard in the gym over the summer. So just a culmination of all the hard work the young ladies put in. So it's just outstanding. I'm very, very excited for them.
And Sandy, how coaching changes over the years, but a lot of times it always comes down to the basics, dribbling and passing and all that other stuff. But you talk about the change of life, how it's been with social media and watching film is probably different, things like that. Tell us about how you kind of have changed, or maybe some of the younger coaches have tried to influence you, or maybe you're kind of saying, listen, we still have to do this old school stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm a big believer in fundamentals. I'm a big believer in conditioning. But as a coaching staff, Robert, Katie, and I are all level 2 coaches. We have a volunteer coach, Robert from Holland. Boy, he gets it done for us. We are a coaching staff that we want our players to outwork our opponents. As coaches, we want to outwork our opponents. So, yeah, we're breaking down video. We have GoPro cameras on the ends. We just bought even a more sophisticated camera end line, because that's the view the young ladies see, the north-south view. So even though we have the view from the side or video from the side, we want to show our athletes a lot of that. We're breaking down video constantly. And when I say we, I really mean Katie and Robert. I'm not the techno kind of person, but I'm fortunate to have 2 staff people that do that. I obviously get involved and watch and give the scouting report. I'll watch all the videos. But as far as breaking it down and showing it to the players and organizing it that way, that's Katie and Robert doing that. But as a coaching staff, the game of field hockey has changed tremendously. There's a forum coming up by the U.S. field hockey coach Craig Parnham. We'll be there. USA is playing Japan in late November, early December. In fact, Monday, a week from now, we'll be there. We just love the game of hockey, and the game changes. So as a coaching, if I'm coaching the way I was 30 years ago, I'm going to be bottom in the PSAC. You just have to change it. The game's changing. Just love the way the game's changing.
And that
we're we're big on that for sure.
And that PSAC is so strong. It's just every year. And, of course, the East Stroudsburg University showing how strong with a national championship. And, Coach, recruiting-wise, I'm sure you're looking already ahead to next year, but never hurts a national championship. It's going to be tough to get some slots in there, but some young ladies will want to be back. And of course, check your campus out as well.
Yeah, that's right. We brought in 9 really good freshmen this past year. We already have 7, we had 7 kids sign the NLI. That'll be incoming freshmen, solid players. We lose 5 seniors, so we'll definitely miss them. But we feel like we got the program going in the right direction. I already have a verbal for the following class. So, we're really getting it done. And tell you what, going to the PSACs and NCAAs, our emails and things have been just going crazy. Publicity and success, obviously breeds people that want to check us out and see what we're all about. So it definitely is helping us, making us work even harder, which we love it, so we're happy to do that.
32 years as a head coach field hockey at East Stroudsburg University. Sandy Miller, congratulations. As sweet as it gets, you are a national champion.
Thanks so much, John. We appreciate it. It was awesome.
East Stroudsburg University, Lady Warriors, they did it. They won the national championship here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.